Namaste Friends. Let us start this session. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Avidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaste to all of you once again, and I welcome you all for this yoga session. I am Yogi Devaraj from Yoga University of the Americas and Yuva India Forum in India. Friends, we are in the set of series of discussion on Advanced Pancha Kosha Viveka. In this, there are a lot of small concepts. I'm going to explain it to you first. Then you can understand the whole thing at the end. Today, we will take up individual consciousness and universal consciousness. As the name indicates itself, individual consciousness means consciousness or Chaitanya which is giving energy to an individual. And universal consciousness is the consciousness of the whole world which is giving energy, Chaitanya, to the whole world. To understand this easily, I will give you an example. If there is a pot you are put inside the water, you can visualize a big tank in which the pot is immersed, completely immersed. When the pot is completely immersed in the water, just visualize what is there inside the pot? Water. What is there outside the pot? Water. Right? Now, once you have understood the inside pot is water, outside the pot is also water. Supposing pot is broken, right? Where the water goes? This you have to answer it today. Then only you can understand. See, when there is a pot inside the water, water is inside the pot as well as outside the pot. When the pot is broken, where the water goes? It doesn't go anywhere. It will be there only. Or it merges with the water outside. It's a wonderful concept, friends. You have to understand. Lot of secrets are given in a simple things in our Sanatana Dharma or yoga or Vedic structures or the scriptures. Now, you apply the same thing to our body. See, our body also is having consciousness, breath, energy, air inside the body. Right? Clear? All of you know that. Outside the body, our own body, outside the body is also consciousness, energy, Chaitanya outside also, which is serving everyone. This can be understood easily. That is why many yogis call this body as Gata means pot. So, when a person dies, what happens? The energy or the consciousness which is there inside the body merges with the universal consciousness. That's all. We have to slowly, steadily understand each word by word today. See, I have already explained, during sleep, our Annamaya Kosha will not be there. There means not to our recognition or cognition, right? No mind or Manomaya Kosha, no Vijnanamaya Kosha. Only the bliss Kosha, Shit or Anandamaya Kosha and Pranamaya Kosha will be working. But they work continuously. I told you already while explaining Pranamaya Kosha, you have to remember all that to understand one concept, you have to understand all the previous concepts. See, Pranamaya Kosha works from the first inhalation till last exhalation. This is the journey of life. Okay. So, even during sleep, our inhalation and exhalation goes on and on and on. Means what? See, I will be telling you something very, very secretive here to understand. Welcome, Panchula. In the first inhalation, forget about wherever, whenever it happens. The first inhalation, if you have attended my Pranamaya Kosha session, I would have told you, but now you have to understand, I will be telling you in gist. In the first inhalation, it is not the inhalation alone. It is not just the breath. It is not just the air. Something else also enters along with the prana. See, breath is the carrier of prana. Prana is the carrier of soul. But it happens only twice. During the first inhalation and the last exhalation. You need to understand this. It happens only twice as a carrier. Prana works for the soul. So, during the first... Welcome, Lata. During the first inhalation, that soul enters the body along with the prana. Along with the prana, soul enters the body. And as long as it is there here, you will be having the crave to get the inhalation and exhalation. And last exhalation, prana takes away the Atma also, soul also. If that soul goes away along with the prana outside the body, then no more craving for the breath, no more craving for the prana. So, soul and prana are attached, prana and breath are attached. So that soul always gives the energy which is called consciousness. When in the whole universal consciousness around us completely on the board, whenever it enters any body, it becomes individual consciousness. Like, I'll give you one more example easily for you. Supposing there are a lot of bananas, right? If you take one banana and eat, it becomes you. If I take one more and eat, that banana becomes me. Because it gets digested and it becomes me. That is how the food sheath is developed, or Annamaya Kosha is developed. It has nothing to do. It works as per the system built in that particular body, or Annamaya Kosha. So it becomes individual consciousness. But food cannot go back. It only one-way entry. So that is why I am telling you the breath. Because it comes in, goes out. If you take inside, you cannot hold it for a long time. Right? If you exhale, you cannot wait for a long time to take it. We call it as shunyata. I will explain it later, probably sometime. So, when it goes out, it craves to come in. When it is inside, it tries to go out. This is the activity of the prana. But along with that, consciousness also keeps working. When it enters, it becomes individual consciousness. When it goes out, it becomes universal consciousness. If you understand this very well, universal consciousness and individual consciousness, lot of things can be understood. See, this consciousness, when it works in the body, we can understand it has got its own effect on Annamaya Kosha, Manomaya Kosha, Vijnanamaya Kosha also. That is why generally many masters will ask you to meditate on breath only. Because that is the one which is going inside and going outside. That is the one which is a connecting link between the individual consciousness and universal consciousness. That is why, friends, even after eating, yogis tell, keep 1/4 of your stomach empty for breath or prana, so that it helps you in digestion. See, even for digestion, you need that breath. So consciousness is everywhere. That consciousness becomes individualistic when it enters. That is why we need to understand how this process, how we are connected. That means each and every one of us are connected to universal consciousness. Supposing you try to be always in universal consciousness, connected, then what happens? That is what happens in case of Avadhutas. They are in more or less in that state of universal consciousness, so they can read anybody's mind. Because we are struggling with our own individual consciousness. So how can we understand? We are not understood our own self. How can you understand others? You can understand easily when you are with universal consciousness. Or, I can give you one more example for you to understand. Supposing you are climbing a mountain. You are at the bottom. Can you see what is there on the other side? No. Because you are struggling yourself to climb up. But once a person reaches at the top of the mountain, he can see any type, anywhere, any place in 360-degree angle, isn't it? Because he is at the top. That is how the Avadhutas are. When you have got universal consciousness, this is possible, 360 degree. You can read anybody's mind. That is the case of Avadhutas or whoever. No, the name is Avadhutas. It's easy to read others' mind once you are in the top of consciousness, which is universal consciousness. Friends, it's very difficult subject. Only seniors can understand this and work on that. If there is any question, you can ask me always, either through Facebook or through WhatsApp. But I am trying my best to make it simple. so that you can make it easy to understand further concepts. I would like to give an example at the end. Dr. S.A.R.P. Chaturvedi Swamiji, he is my guru. He once told me, see, he is such a guru or Swamiji who can speak on any subject on earth at any level. Supposing you ask him to speak about space research, he will speak as if he is working in NASA at the highest level. Supposing you ask to speak about endocrinology, he'll speak about an expert in endocrinology for a long time. If you ask him to speak about Vedas, he will speak as if he has written one Veda itself. Like that, with that authenticity. He spoke on mantra yoga for 60 hours to get his doctoral degree. So, why all these things are possible? I was having always doubt. Because I was staying with him for 2-3 months, somehow I was very fortunate. Once I asked him, Guruji, how is it possible? He told me, Devraj, I can open any book in any library in the world. That means he can access any knowledge anywhere in the world. That is how they are blessed. That is how they are avadutas. That is how they can bless others. I was one of the fortunate to be with him for some time. So that is why Bharat has got lot of such gurus where whoever is lucky only gets blessed by such people. So this universal consciousness, if you are able to go, that means in Anandamaya Kosha always, then only it is possible to access universal consciousness. First, we have to try all these things. That is why we have to start from asanas only, yama, niyama only. Only when you go to the level of dhyana and samadhi, all these things becomes easy to understand even. So friends, I thank Anshula and Lata who are very serious, keen today, watching. Please understand this concept of individual consciousness and universal consciousness. Then tomorrow we will see how the prana, the consciousness, takes care of the whole world. Then you will understand a little more. See, this can't be given in one stretch. It should be given little by little. So even I am thinking even now to solve my lot of doubts, because you have to work on that. Then only you will understand. You have to continuously work throughout your life. That is yoga. So friends, thank you so much for being with us today and watching and blessing by sharing. Let this knowledge go everywhere throughout the world. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you friends. Good night for US people and good day for all the people in India and Asia. Namaste. Dhanyavad.